Welcome, everyone. My name is Rob Rosen. Tonight I have the pleasure of being your moderator for tonight. First thing I like to do is thank our sponsors. Without them, this event would not take place. Our sponsors tonight are Kissimmee Utility Authority, Access Osceola, Florida Technical College, and El Osceola Star newspaper. We would also like to give a special thanks to the City of Kissimmee for allowing us to use their chamber. At this time, we have a debate for State Representative, Osceola County, District 42. Tonight we have with us Dr. Benny Valentin. So unfortunately, one candidate was unavailable to attend this event. In this instance, where we only have one candidate, the three panelists will ask one question each to the candidate, and he will have 1 minute to answer each question. So, start with your opening statements.
Yes, my name is Dr. Benny Valentin, and let me begin by clearing up the misconception that I'm running for District 42 to replace the incumbent. I am running this race, like in life, taking the example of a men's 400, 4-100 relay race, where life, it's about running a certain distance, and these runners run 100 meters, they pass the baton, and each runner runs as strong as he can to get to the finish line and to have victory. I'm not running to replace the incumbent. I'm running because he's had 2 terms, 4 years. He's run 2 lengths of the 100 meters. I'm asking the voters to pass the baton. I got fresh legs, fresh ideas, and a passion to serve my community. I will fight and to serve and to finish the race, get HOA reform out of subcommittee, finish funding our public schools, no more mobile trailers in our public school systems, and have economic development, not for just one segment of the industry, not for just one group of people, but for all those small business owners that make up the foundation of this district. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Pabon will start with the first question.
Okay, good evening. Education is a very big topic and an issue today in our county. Schools are being overcrowded and the quality of education is being questioned. How will you manage work on this issue if elected as state representative?
Well, we need to invest in our public schools. I think right now the focus has shifted from public schools, and you see a lot of investment in charter schools. And I think our public school system has stayed behind. We're asking people to study and get a degree, but when we give them the degree, there's also no support provided. They're fighting for contracts at the end of the summer every single year. Our public schools are right now being filled. You walk by any public schools, there are mobile trailers. There are teachers that don't have enough funding. I have all school year, my daughter's fighting for those little stamps that you get on the boxes of cereals because teachers don't have adequate funding or investment. So I would work on making sure that we not only match what the charter schools are getting, but that we go above that and we make sure that by the end of the next term, we need to remove those mobile trailers, and we also need to continue the development of our teachers and invest with them in additional training for them so that they can handle the growth of this demographic right now that is changing with Latinos, Hispanics, people coming from Europe. So definitely investment, legislation for more funding.
Thank you. Our next question will come from Ms. Garcia.
If elected, what policies or initiatives would you pursue to ensure that Osceola County remains a business-friendly environment?
Well, we need to focus some of these tax breaks for the small business owners. I've been a small business owner for over 20 years, and a small business owner has so many challenges pulling permits just to get a sign outside the door. But a major franchise comes in and they put up a sign within 30 days. When a small business owner, they tell them you have to get a CO first to be able to promote your business and put a sign. I think we need to involve also some of the big time businesses like Disney and Universal Studios and all these tourist attractions to partner with small businesses to develop the growth there. You know, small business is the backbone of this country. We need to get tax breaks for small businesses. We need to have educational programs for small businesses so they know how to grow their business. And we need to do something with the real estate when it comes to small businesses. Have you seen the rents for you to open up a small businesses? Most small businesses close in within 6 months because the majority of their budget has gone to the deposit and the taxes they have to pay on rent every single month.
Thank you. Our last question will come from Ms. Marcial.
We all know what happened in Paul's nightclub, and even though it didn't happen in this county, majority of the families affected directly with this shooting. We're from here, from Osceola now. Where do you stand in gun control?
Well, you know, I got to counsel that whole week, about 12 hours a day. A lot of victims that escaped from dying that night. And it broke my heart when I was doing those counseling sessions, how they had to step over dead bodies to make it out alive. And those people they're traumatized for the rest of their lives. I am a concealed weapons holder. I got specialized training on firearms, and I do carry, but we need gun control. There shouldn't be nobody walking around with an assault rifle that has 50 bullets in them, okay? We don't need that for protection. If you need more than 15 bullets, which is what normal capacity of a clip, to defend yourselves, well then you shouldn't be sticking around. You should be running and hiding with your family. So I would push legislation to limit, at least for those that are on tourist watch lists. If you're on a no-fly list and you're being investigated by the FBI, you shouldn't be able to purchase a gun. And there should be limits to what kind of rifles, you know, regular citizens carry. We have plenty of retired officers and plenty of law enforcement to protect our citizens.
Thank you. At this time, we'll have a 30-second closing statement.
I'm asking the voters to come out and to give me an opportunity. Again, this is not about replacing somebody. This is not about Democrat versus Republican. This is not about the good guy versus the bad guy. This is about democracy has established that there are term limits and there are opportunities granted for all. I've seen some of the other candidates running, and I hear 8 years, 10 years in office. And you know, I don't want to judge that, but I think there should be other opportunities. I live in this district, okay? When a hurricane comes here, my home is the one that's affected. When the school system is down and destroyed and the teachers need funding, it's my daughters attending those schools. So I ask you to give me your vote because I live in this district. So the concerns and the needs of this district are mine. I just don't own land or a piece of property and say I live in the district.
Thank you.
I actually live in this district.
Thank you, Dr. Valentin. Thank you to our audience. Thanks to our panelists. Our next debate will begin in a few minutes for State Representative, Osceola County District 43. We'll be back. Thank you.